how's it going? This is Antony. This is Brandon. From Meridian Dawn, and you're watching me.
Slip the vice, your life force slips away. Howling for the dead eternity. Trapped alive, far behind. You'll never sit me down to distract them with their lies. Why was I blind? Trapped alive, far behind. You'll never sit.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with the Age of Metal, and I'm here with Antony and Brandon of Meridian Dawn. Let's begin talking about, this is a new project that you guys start. Let's begin talking about the band's establishment and how Meridian Dawn came to be.
It came about like in 2010. Brandon approached me and had a bunch of riffs, just riffs actually, didn't even have like full songs. And he played them for me, and they were really good. And I was kind of like shocked that, I didn't even know he played guitar, like, because we were just friends. And he's like, "Hey, I have these riffs, check them out, and tell me if you think they suck." And I was like, "No, these are really good." And then he asked, like, if I could ask Joe to play drums on it if we ever did anything. And I said, "Yeah, we'll get him involved." And I asked Joe, and Joe said, "Yeah, it'd be fun." And we worked on it for like 3 years. And then one day Brandon just came to me and he said, "Okay, I'm ready to do the album. Like, I'm tired of fucking waiting." And then we asked Joe, and Joe said, "Yeah, I'm free."
And so far, who is Meridian Dawn?
It's me, vocals, Brandon, guitar, CJ, who used to be in White Wizard, he's guitar, and Joe, who's in Firewind and was in Night Rage as well with me, and Nick Zeros, who is in Into the Moat, he plays bass and does a lot of production for us. So we got those guys involved like in the late 2012, something like that. And once they came into the band, it like started to really take shape and form songs. So.
Okay, I understand that you guys have an album ready or almost ready, and it was recorded at your house here in Arizona.
Yeah.
How was the recording process for the album?
Tell them. How much fun you had?
Well, it was probably like the best 2 weeks we've had as together as a band in quite some time. So like you said, it was a couple year-long project. We just kind of screwed around, writing songs here and there and doing a lot of pre-production work. But CJ and Nick both came out from Florida, and we basically set up a home studio within Antony's house and just went at it hard every single day, from dusk till dawn, just, working on songs and recording and get everything tight. So it was definitely a blast.
Straight 2 weeks of just being in my house, like not leaving, and then Joe did the drums in Belgium and then sent them to us, and then we like rewrote the songs again. We wrote them like twice, and then we recorded them again in my house. So it's like it took forever, but yeah,
we wanted everything to be perfect, even though we had written these songs and worked on them for years. I mean, like you said, they changed a few times, and I mean, when we were together, we hammered it hard, and we wanted everything to be, pristine and perfect. So, yeah.
Definitely. Well, Jake E of Amaranthe was part of one of the songs. It's called Dressing Nice. Jake, how do you ended up on this project? There's Jake. Jake, how do you end up with Meridian Dawn?
Hello. I got an email from Antony. He just wanted me to ruin one of his songs, and I told him that, yeah, totally, I'm in for it.
He was game to fuck everything up.
No. He asked me to put some vocals on it and then test some stuff out, and I did that, and the result became pretty good.
Actually, Antony sent me some of the tracks, which sounds really freaking amazing.
Thank you.
Is there any other guesses besides Jake, or you gonna do another song with them? You gonna damage other songs with them?
The whole album, yeah.
He wrote the whole record.
Yeah, exactly. No. They did a fantastic album, but they thought, they cannot go into the, number one directly. So they called me. Can you please destroy some parts here so that it's not that good?
Well, I really wanted a private jet, so I know the only guy with a private jet is this guy. So if you want a private jet, you have to call him to have one vocal part on your song.
Awesome, Jake. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now my question was, it will be any other guesses besides Jake? You guys haven't calling anyone else?
We have Daniel Antonsen, the producer. He is also mixing and mastering the album. He's going to play a solo on one song. And that's it for guests. I mean, we didn't want to do too many. I mean, we could have called on like 55 people, but that's not good for a first album,
Definitely.
Obviously, I mean, we've got a lot of influences, like you said. I mean, there's a lot of people we would want to be, as a guest on an album. But at the same time, since this is our first time, we really want to portray our writing and really get, our sound out there without having somebody else, meddle with it too much.
And I think on the next one it'll be the same thing. It'll probably be like one guy playing a solo guest and then one singer coming in, because it's cool to have, I think, a variety of stuff. And the song Jake did, like, I heard his voice on that song like immediately when we wrote it. Like, I couldn't get him out of my head. And what he did on the song, like, that's why we put that song out first for people to hear, is because it was just so perfect, and so we'll probably have another song like that too on the next album. One guess.
Do you guys have a title for the album yet?
Yes, but we're not.
What is the name of the title?
Not gonna tell you yet.
Can't tell you. You gotta wait.
Just wait,
man.
You guys are killing me here.
I'll tell you that we just finished. I just saw the final draft today. A video with Nicholas Sundin from Dark Tranquility. He just finished a video for us for one of our pre-production songs, and that will be out either tomorrow or Wednesday. So, which who knows when this it'll be out when this interview is here. So just Google it.
All right, and Daniel Antonson, who has produced Tranquility, Soulwork, and many others.
Yeah.
How do you guys end up working with him? How do you guys bring in the more of this project?
I just asked him. Yeah, I mean, I've known him since like 2007. I played festivals with him when he was in Soilwork, and we kind of kept in contact. And I was always just being a fan, just begging him to like play Dimension Zero, like tour with them and shit, and
that will never gonna happen.
Maybe it will. You never know. I mean,
we'll see.
I hope it does. But I mean, I just asked him like, hey, what do you think? I let him hear some of the songs, and I let him hear like the shitty versions of the songs, like the versions early, and he was into that, and he said this is really cool. He heard the ideas that we had, and then he's just been with us since pretty much like almost the beginning. So,
and a big thing for us too is being that we have such a big Scandinavian influence in our music, is we really wanted somebody that was really true to that, the old school and a part of that. So having Antonson do the mix on our album is really going to bring that Scandinavian sound out with us. So that's really what we were wanting.
Talking about that Scandinavian sound, and I've seen many in those bands that they ended up working or recording the album in the middle of nowhere in Sweden, in Finland.
I've done that.
You guys gonna be doing that probably later?
Maybe. I mean, we really like the whole like camaraderie of like the sunshine for some fucking weird reason, because like CJ, when he writes like riffs for the band, or when Brandon writes riffs for the band, they're either in Florida or in Arizona, which is like the fucking nicest place in the world to be.
Complete opposite of Scandinavia.
But it still comes out sounding sad and dark and scary as fuck. But that's one of the reasons, like, I don't know, that for me it was like, okay, give it to somebody like Daniel who knows that sound, and I've worked with so many people in that scene before and knew that it would go well, so that's why I did it.
All right. The band logo was created by Gustavo Sasses, who has created artwork for Camelot, Morbid Angel, Arch Enemy, Firewind.
Yep.
How do you guys get him into the album? How he create? I mean, so far I think is the logos he creating the
artwork.
Artwork.
Yep.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah. We have a concept for it. We sent him the photos for the concept. He loved them. He's just a friend of mine because he did Night Rage stuff as well, and I've been collaborating with him since then. And he's the natural choice because we're really just friends, So when I have an idea, he kind of feeds off of that idea. But with the logo, that was all him. Like, I didn't say a fucking word. I said, here's the band, here's the songs, fucking make a logo. And it was...
He knew the name, and that was...
He knew the name, that was it. And then he came up with, like, the font and messed with it and did the whole thing. So, yeah, he's a fucking genius, man.
When can we expect a release date?
We're still talking to labels. We're still trying to get some more
backing on it.
Yeah, so. Backing. We're trying to get people interested. That's why we're doing like lyric videos and putting out we'll put out another song as well on SoundCloud probably. And judging from the response of Dressed in Ice, which was crazy in the beginning, like we'll definitely put out another one on SoundCloud. And
I mean, our goal is to shoot if we can for the end of the year. Whether that happens or not, it's a different story.
It's probably not going to happen, but I mean, but we want to get the right deal because we have a few tour offers from some friends that want us to tour with them, some kind of big bands, and we need a nice label to sort of support those tours. Okay. So if we want to come off straight off the bat hitting hard, we have to have a good label, so we have to take the time to.
So you guys are shopping for labels, huh?
Yeah.
All right. What is next for you guys? Any live shows, everything like that, presentations?
Once the album is got a label, and we shop it to the labels and see who the best one is, then we'll announce some shows.
All right. And Antony and Brandon, thank you very much for taking the time to speaking with us and give us an exclusive of what will be Meridian Dawn in the future, and looking forward to hearing more besides what I'm here so far, which is blew my mind. So just looking forward for it.